Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Nina Sofra. Today's recipe will take us directly to the Austrian capital Vienna to taste one of my favorite chocolate cakes, the Sacher cake. A delicious cake glazed with a chocolate ganache that consists of two layers of sponge cake and garnished in the center with apricot jam. It is incredibly easy to make it, and today I will show you how. First, take the dark chocolate with a higher percentage of cocoa, at least 70%, and melt it, either in a microwave or using double boiler method. In a big bowl, place room temperature butter, powdered sugar and vanilla sugar and beat until fluffy and color lightens. Add into it previously melted chocolate, but make sure the chocolate cooled off, otherwise the butter might start melting, and beat until it all nicely combines. Then add into it sifted cocoa powder and beat again. In two bowls, separate egg yolks from egg whites and make sure that the eggs are room temperature. Add yolks one by one into the chocolate mixture, slowly beating until all is combined well. Then take the egg whites, add a pinch of salt and start beating to soft peaks. After it, take the sugar and gradually add into the egg whites while it's forming into the meringue. Using the spatula, gently mix the meringue into the chocolate mixture. And for the last step, take the flour, sift it, and also with the spatula mix it with the chocolate mixture. Take the cake mold, I'm using one of 20 centimeters diameter. Cover the bottom with the baking paper and transfer the mixture in it. Put it in the preheated oven on 160 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes depending on your oven. Make sure to try with a wooden stick if the cake is ready. Poke it in the middle, and if the stick gets out dry, the cake is ready. Leave it on a rack for 10 minutes to cool off, and then with a thin knife divide the cake from the mold, flip it and remove the baking paper from the bottom. Leave it to cool off completely. Cut the sponge cake in two halves. For me, it's easiest to use the bread knife. After it, take the apricot jam, warm it in a small pan together with the water and let cool few minutes until the glaze is set. Apply it on the half of the sponge cake, leaving about 1/3 to apply it on the surface and the sides of the cake. Leave it for 1 hour in the fridge. After 1 hour, make the chocolate glaze. Put the sugar and the water in a pan, heat it until it boils and add the dark chocolate. Reduce the fire to minimum and stir until all chocolate melts. Then leave just for a few minutes to cool off slightly. Take the cake out of the fridge. Place it onto a smaller pot which you will put on a plate. Or in my case, I used a smaller size cake mold and start pouring the chocolate glaze all over the surface. If all sides are not covered, feel free to use the spatula and cover them with chocolate. This is all what you needed to do to make a perfect Sacher cake. Just don't forget to take it out of the fridge 1 hour before serving. Thank you for watching my video recipe for Sacher cake. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Sofra Haneya, bon appétit!